Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed colleagues and distinguished guests, welcome to the International STEM Conference, a prestigious event organized as part of the Isseer competition. We are thrilled to have you join us as we explore the cutting-edge developments in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. This conference has been made possible with the support and dedication of the NWERA Association and their commitment to fostering innovation and collaboration within the global STEM community. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to introduce our very first speech of the day. Coming to us from Romania and representing the Virgil Madgearu Economic College, Ms. Corina Cristescu, Ms. Nicoleta Constantinescu, and Mr. Aurel Grauer will be sharing our groundbreaking insights in a talk titled STEM Education at the Virgil Madgearu College, Ploiești Municipality. Let's give them a warm welcome as they take the stage.
in everywhere, education and every kind of education. So everywhere in our day's life, we have to keep our standards up in order to all kinds of skills and achievements to our students. Well, STEM, as you know, or STEAM, is an abbreviation from science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So, though we are an economic college, we are totally involved in everything is new and innovative in education. It is an optional for our students, but though it's an optional, there are so many students willing or wanted to take these classes and to create new tools and to find solutions to different problems based on applied sciences. So as far as I told you, it's about applied scientists, it's about developing key, and it's about connecting our students to reality around them. As far as I told you, our main interest is to train them in economic education, in economic business, future business, in order to succeed in life. So they have to know how to solve problems. They have to get computational thinking. They have to create a lot. We are focused on critical analysis, on teamwork, independent thinking, initiative, which is very important nowadays, communication, and of course, digital literacy. Well, we'll use different methods, different strategies centered on. So in this STEAM education, the main approach is starting from problems, solving problems. So teaching solving problems, as far as I told you, then project-based learning starting from solving problems and object-based learning. I have to tell you that our robots, as far as you maybe or some of you have seen during the competition, there are new solutions centered on hydrogen or water, and it's a new perspective, very not innovative for nowadays technology. What about the school syllabus? It's an optional, robotics is an optional for our high school, for our college. So it's about educational robotics or pedagogical robotics. These are the keywords for this part of my presentation. And as far as I told you, we go for technical creativity, theories, technologies, or ideas, and everything is based on technique and self-expression. It's about programming and it's about teamwork among our students and our teachers. The syllabus is quite flexible as long as it's not mandatory. So it's something we to our students' needs and interests. And as long as we can do that, they are also interest in attending this class, in creating something new, in solving all kinds of problems they have, or we try to present to them. Well, for youngsters, robotics means putting into practice their knowledge of fundamental sciences like physics, computer science, mathematics, and electronics. They are focused, as far as I told you, on a successful business, future successful business, because their main interest is in economy. There we try to develop all kinds of skills to encourage them, to motivate them, to empower them in order to create and do all kinds of products in promoting scientific and entrepreneurial skills, and to empower them in this basic science. Lately, we try to involve our students also in a project connected with art. This one is one of them. It is feminism at crossroads, for example, and we have another one that is of interest for another of our students, and is about Bauhaus, a style aimed to increase urban prosperity and quality of life nowadays. They are created by students interested in arts as well as in economy and other school subjects. About our performance, we have some good results we are proud with. For example, some competitions or festivals or some exhibitions in different centers of our country, in different cities. For example, Timișoara, where we were the gold medal. And our product, robot, was totally appreciated by everybody. We attend different. This one, Robo Chromax, and these are some pictures with our products. Another project is Robotics Innovation Novelty abbreviation RINO, with which was also gold medaled in a competition. Actually, there were several steps in this competition, and it's about a foundation in Prahova County, Prahova district, and we attend 2 years because of the pandemic 2020, and also at Sinaia Forever Festival, at which is another resort in Prahova, another festival which is Europeans researchers. We were also appreciated. Our products, our students' products, were appreciated by everybody. Sinaia Forever Festival, as I told you, and these are our products and the students involved in this kind of research. Lego Festival, because I have to tell you that the products, our robots, are made of Lego pieces, and they are actually starting from nothing and get great results. And these are the teachers and the students. Lego Festival as well, another year, and our students created. And these are some pictures during our classes, during this optional Robo Economic College, Virgil Madgearu. These are some photos with students solving problems and finding solutions in order to make these pieces of Lego work. another photos and during their activities, the pieces of Lego and some of their results in different stages. And our students being creative and trying to do something new and for our technology. This is the first step. Next lab, sorry. And these are some moments from our attendance to another project started by the municipality of Ploiești. We attended. Well, all in all, this is shortly my presentation, and actually it is it is me introducing this optional in the pre-university curricula in different high schools in order to motivate, to empower our students with new skills, with a new vision of our future society. That they are actually our main resource, and they have to stay like that, to be our county, and I don't know if they are going to work somewhere else in Europe or maybe I don't know where. They have to be a real resource in our future society development. Thank you very much for paying attention, and wish you our best from Economic College Ploiești. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That was a wonderful speech. And thank you a lot for participating on this very first STEM conference during the Isseer competition.
Thank you so much.
Have an excellent day moving on.
Participants, distinguished colleagues, and honored guests, I have the pleasure to introduce our next speaker, Joining us from Egypt and representing the organization ABDAA, Dr. Mahmoud Galal will be representing an engaging speech titled The Impact of Supporting Innovation and Entrepreneurship. Let us extend a warm welcome to Mr. Mahmoud Galal as he steps forward to enlighten us.
Greeting to all. First of all, I would like to thank the event organizers for giving me the chance to speak at this significant gathering. I'm Dr. Mahmoud Galal from Egypt, an engineer with a PhD and works as a development executive assistant general manager at a significant Egyptian petroleum projects company, founder of Egypt's first private R&D firm, author of articles on innovation and entrepreneurship, and I have 6 research papers published in a prestigious international scientific journals and also holds 8 patents from the UAE, GCC, Japan, China, and Egypt, in addition to winning 14 gold, silver, and bronze medals from the WIPO Geneva Inventions IIFME in Kuwait, China Inventions and Euro Invent. My speech will be about the impact of supporting innovation and entrepreneurship. First, we will talk about some definitions. Innovation is the practical implementations of ideas that result in the introduction of new goods or services or improvement in offering goods or services. Entrepreneurs is an innovator, a source of new ideas, goods, services who create a new business to practically implement his innovations as a new product or service in the market, bearing most of the risks and enjoying most of the rewards. The innovation process. 1. Recognizing a problem or need. Innovation is focused on problem solving for both present and future needs. Basic and applied research in number 2. Reduces uncertainty in the cause-effect relationship involved in achieving a desired outcome. For number 3, development, putting a new idea in a form that is expected to meet the need of potential customers. Number 4, commercialization, conversion of an idea from research into a product or service for scale in the marketplace, for sale in the marketplace. Number 5, diffusion and adoption. This stage determines the credibility and the extent to which the innovation is acceptable. Number 6, consequences, the impact on individual or social system as a result of the innovation. Romania in the spotlight of the Global Innovation Index. The Global Innovation Index presented by the World Intellectual Property Organization WIPO in order to capture the innovation ecosystem performance across the globe and rank countries based on their relative performance in institutions, human capital and research, infrastructure, market sophistication, business sophistication, knowledge and technology outputs, creative outputs. Romania ranking in the Global Innovation Index. Romania ranked 49 in the overall index, while 8 among the upper middle income group economies, and also ranked 31 among economies in Europe. Romania performs better in innovation output with rank 43 than innovation input with ranking 56. Romania perform above the upper middle income group average in 5 pillars, namely infrastructure, market sophistication, business sophistication, knowledge and technology output, and creative output. Across Europe, Romania performs below the regional average in all Global Innovation Index pillars. Romania performs best in knowledge and technology output, and its weakest performance is in institutions. Innovation weaknesses in Global Innovation Index for Romania, Policies for Doing Business, Entrepreneurship Policies and Culture, Private Investment in R&D, QS ranking, domestic credit to private sector. The market value of local companies listed on stock exchange relative to GDP value, venture capital investments, firms offering formal training. When we talk about challenges, we find that access to funding remains a challenge for many entrepreneurs in Romania. A report by the European Investment Fund found that only 4% of Romanian startups received venture capital funding in 2018, compared to 16% in the EU as a whole. Number 2, talent retention. While Bucharest has a strong pool of talent, there is a risk of brain drain as skilled workers may seek opportunities abroad. According to the data from Eurostat, the immigration rate from Romania was 3.5 per 1,000 inhabitants in 2019, which is higher than the EU average of 2.3. When we talk about how to support innovation and entrepreneurship in Romania, by number 1, education and training, encouraging more young people to study STEM subjects and provide more opportunities for entrepreneurship. Education and training is essential for building a strong foundation for innovation and entrepreneurship in Romania. This can be achieved by collaborating with universities, research institutes, and businesses to develop STEM programs that are relevant to the needs of the industry. Entrepreneurship education can be provided through courses, workshops, and mentorship programs that teach students how to start and run a business. According to the World Economic Forum, Romania ranks 48 in terms of the quality of its education system. For instance, government promotion initiatives, first the Ministry of Education and Research program in 2016 and the Technical University of Cluj-Napoca program. Number 2, access to funding. Setting up a national innovation fund that provides grant and loans to innovative startups and encourage more venture capital investment in Romania is crucial for providing the necessary funding for startups to cross the valley of this to grow and scale. The government can also provide tax incentives for investors to encourage more investment in startups. According to a report by Startup Genome, Romania ranks 36 in terms of access to funding for startups. For instance, the Ministry of Economy, Energy and Business Environment program in 2018. The Startup Nation program provides funding and support for small and medium-sized enterprises. The program has helped over 10,000 SMEs, creating new jobs and generates revenue since its launch in 2017. Also, tax incentives for investors in startups and innovative businesses. For example, investors can receive a tax credit of up to 50% of their investment. Number 3, regulatory environment. Ensuring that laws and regulations are supportive of innovation and entrepreneurship is critical for creating an environment that fosters innovation. The government can simplify the process for registering a business, reduce bureaucracy, and provide tax incentives for startups. Additionally, the government can work with businesses to identify areas where regulations are hindering innovation and work to remove those barriers. According to the World Bank's Doing Business report, Romania ranks 55 in terms of ease of doing business. For instance, simplifying the government's registration process in 2018, tax incentives for startups. Number 4, collaboration, and networking. Encouraging more collaboration between universities, research institutes, businesses, and government by setting up innovation clusters and networks is essential for creating an ecosystem that supports innovation. The government can provide funding for these clusters and networks and promote international collaboration by partnering with other countries. According to a report by Startup Genome, Romania ranks 32 in terms of startup ecosystem quality. For instance, Startup Romania program in 2016, Cluj Innovation City. Number 5, culture of innovation. Creating a culture that values innovation and entrepreneurship is critical for inspiring the next generation of entrepreneurs and inventors. The program can promote role models and success stories of Romanian entrepreneurs and inventors by organizing events, conferences, and awards ceremony, set up innovation awards and competition. Additionally, the government can encourage creativity, critical thinking, and problem-solving skills in students by incorporating these skills into the education system. According to a report by the European Commission, Romania ranks 23 over EU countries in terms of innovation performance. For instance, the Romania 100 Innovation Prize, the How to Web Conference, and the Startup Weekend Cluj. When we talk the social and economic benefits of supporting innovation and entrepreneurship in Romania, we can say that supporting innovation and entrepreneurship in Romania can lead to several social and economic benefits. Firstly, it can create job opportunities and reduce unemployment rates. Startup and innovative businesses have the potential to create new jobs and stimulate economic growth, which can benefit society as a whole. For example, a study by NWERA Romania found that the startups in its network had created over 2,600 jobs in 2019. This is just a small portion of the potential job creation that could be achieved if more support was given to startup and entrepreneurs. Secondly, it can attract foreign investment and enhance the country's global competitiveness, where Romania ranked 51. A thriving startup ecosystem can attract foreign investors who are looking for new and innovative business opportunities. This can lead to increased foreign investment, which is an important factor in the success of entrepreneurial ecosystem, and help to position Romania as a hub for innovation and entrepreneurship. For example, foreign direct investment inflows to Romania reached 5.3 billion euro in 2019. While not all of this investment was directed toward startup and innovative businesses. According to the Global Entrepreneurship Monitor, Romania has a relatively high rate of early-stage entrepreneurial activity compared to other EU countries. The rate in Romania was 9.2 in 2019, while in EU was 6.6% only. Furthermore, a report by NWERA Romania found that startups in its network had raised over 400 million euro in funding by 2019. This indicates that there is investor interest in Romanian startup and innovative businesses. Thirdly, it can encourage young people to pursue STEM subjects and develop the skills needed for the future job market. By promoting innovation and entrepreneurship, the government can inspire young people to pursue careers in STEM fields and equip them with the skills needed for the future job market. Romania ranks 45 in terms of entrepreneurial ecosystem. For example, the number of new businesses registered in Romania increased by 7.5 in 2019 compared to the previous year. Furthermore, a report found that Bucharest is one of the top emerging startup ecosystem in Europe. The report highlighted that Bucharest strengthens in areas such as talent, funding, and market reach. Finally, promoting innovation and entrepreneurship can lead to the development of new technologies and solutions that can address societal challenges. Innovative startups have the potential to develop new technologies and solutions that can address societal challenges such as climate change, healthcare, and education. This can have a positive impact on society and improve the quality of life for citizens. For example, Romanian startup Greenhouse Games has developed a mobile game that aims to raise awareness about environmental issues. Another startup, UPass, has developed robotic process automation software that can help companies automate repetitive tasks and improve efficiency. Overall, supporting innovation and entrepreneurship in Romania can lead to significant social and economic benefits, while there are challenges to overcome, such as access to funding and talent retention. Romania has made progress in developing its entrepreneurial ecosystem with continued support and investment. Romanian startup and innovative businesses have the potential to make significant contributions to economy and society. The social and economic benefits of funding innovation and entrepreneurship, we find that the highest spending rates on innovation research and development, up to 5% of the GDP, creates the largest economies, also creates the most innovative and valuable companies across the globe. In United States, innovation industries became representing 41% of the GDP with a value of $6.8 trillion. It also created 63 million direct and indirect jobs, equivalent to 44% of the total employment, and pay more wages of up to plus 200%. In Europe, innovation industries became representing 47% of the GDP in the EU, with a value of 6.4 trillion euro. It also created 6.1 million direct and indirect jobs, equivalent to 30% of the total employment in the EU, and paying more wages up to 65%. That's all, and thank you for your time.
Honored attendants, respected colleagues, and valued guests, I am delighted to introduce our next speaker. Coming to us from Croatia and representing the Faculty of Economy, Business and Tourism, High Vet School Ban Josip Jelasic Sinj, Professor Nada Ratkovic will be delivering a captivating talk titled STEMI Vocational Education and Training.
Warm greetings from Croatia. Honored and grateful to be here on this STEM conference. I would like to be alive. First, I want to thank to great and respected Professor Oana Farkas and to dear Mihail Stanescu for the invitation. My topic is STEM in vocation, education, and training. Coming from Croatia, working in the high secondary school Banja Josip Jelačić Sinj, working on the University of Split Faculty of Economics, Business and Tourism. Also very active on global and European level, working for a university, International Internship University. Let me start. Every great achiever is inspired by a great mentor. What it means that every individual must be given the opportunity to unearth his highest potential. This conference and this international fair is giving an opportunity to all the youth, to all the students around the globe to prove their competitions, their language, their skills. So we're talking about the vocational education and training today and tomorrow. That is important. Even it is a relatively modern development program, and I can say that's still not famous, but in Europe, we are fighting for this because we know that students who are coming from vocational school are really competent for the trade, for the new jobs, and also for innovation. So we're talking about the STEM, about the science, technology, engineering, and every student here who is, we can say, he is competent, he has the knowledge, he is great, and he has something in himself. I can say he is brushing his skills. That is very important. This is one of definition that I always like to say. Fairly specific training, retraining of particular jobs to a very wide concept with the active connection to the labor market to measures to much higher education. So it is including the non-formal and informal learning. Today we have so many modern VET programs. What it means? Vocational education training can be defined today like education and training. We have knowledge, know-how, skills, competences. All today is what is needed for the labor market. And this need to be involved in the curricula. This need to be involved in the curriculum and also our professors, our educators need to have a digital literacy, need to be digital literacy, media literacy, financial literacy, eco literacy, and they need to have the focus on lifelong learning and lifelong learning competencies and their skills. So how can we discover the skills? How can we manage this? We need to first manage ourselves. If we cannot be focused, integrated, adaptive, initiative, and if we cannot manage ourselves, how can we help our students? A collaboration is very important. We need to communicate. That is something that we say working with others. Creating a change. We are the change makers. We are the change makers and critical thinkers, sense makers, creativities, curiosities. That is me. That is the meaning of creating of the change. Problem solving. Problem solving in STEM is important. We know what is the meaning of the problem solving. Creativity. Out of the box. We can say out of the box, a kind of deeper learning. Making the skills inquiry, it means solve problems, make a participation, generating ideas, proposing the ideas, making decisions. So how to refine our ideas? We need to have the ideas. We use so many different techniques like brainwriting, brainstorming, Delphi method, scenario method, everything to inquire the skills. Math and science skills. Math and science skills are very important if we want to connect to something, to have a highlight, to have a higher connection between our ideas and our subjects. In every subject, we need math. So, engineering, design thinking, critical thinking, collaboration. Nothing without digitalization in education, and this pedagogy will. We are all starting from the Bloom's taxonomy. In the middle of the circle, we have the creation, analyze, applying, and that. And then we come to the digital schools, digital tool, what we need to use in our lessons, in everything what we are doing today. I want to present here some examples of my students. Now we are participating in the Scientific STEM Discovery Campaign 2023. We didn't finish yet our activity. So, Women in Science. We are for Women in Science and STEM for all. Making an exhibition, we are promoting the women in the science. All the women in the science need to be respected. Making this exhibitions, making experiments. That is the way how we are participating in this STEM discovery campaign from the 1st January till 30 April. My students had a task to make a audio record of one science. So you see here, she was Julian Golden, and they were really great. So when you come to the science, you hear the story of the scientist. Europe has a big platform for women science. And we need to talk about the women in STEM careers. Where are we in 2023? So statistics are showing that over 6 million women science and engineers are only 43% of STEM employees. Here is the women in selected STEM occupations. Still, we have almost biological science. And here we have big barriers for the women in STEM. So we need to fight for that gender equality for all today. Also, we have a great digital entrepreneur incubator. My students are working on the Help Small Business, a project for the entrepreneurs, family farms, craftsmen, and farmers. So they want to be the leading innovative startup in the region, coming from the rural part. So this is the app. This photo shows the home page of the application. This is application. It works really easy, but I can say proudly this application can help that our tourists, everyone, because we have a big project called rural eco development. We are for smart villages, not only for smart cities. Then we have this application. When you run in, you can automatically put the location. It will tell you where. So we will deliver food, drinks, our healthy food from the nearest product manufacturer that we want to discuss. Here we have the offer button. It is showing the type of product you see here, like example, eco potatoes. It guides you to navigate and show you your product and the search. Also guiding you to the navigation, showing you to get the product for the search, the taxi service. app automatically offer you the price while driving. You can keep this track currently and the much time, how much you want to left. After that, the application will show you how you paid and how can you evaluate this. So vocational, educational, and training is our future. We need to encourage the STEM in VET. Taking the way like learning about the actions, learning through actions, and learning from the actions. Thank you for your attention and let's learn and grow together.
A great pleasure to introduce our esteemed guest, Radu Boia, who has connected from Romania to share his experience as a mental health startup CEO. Radu Boia represents Vasonim, and we are honored to have him with us today. Let us embrace this opportunity to expand our knowledge and be inspired by his insightful talk.
Hello, so you may start now.
Hello, thank you for the introduction. I'm going to start by first presenting myself. So my name is Radu. I am 21 years old currently, almost 22.
Recording in progress.
I am now a student, a first year at Tiffin University, and I'm also a mental health startup CEO. So my speech for today is going to be about my experience as a CEO, how it all started, and more or less we're gonna dive a bit into the subject of psychology and how this whole thing started. So back when I was 18 years old, I kind of Twitter and especially this business area of Twitter. So my back in the day social anxious Radu was thinking of how can I make a business to help people while trying to keep my identity hidden. So then my next question was, wait, why do I want to keep my identity hidden? It's because I have this, or I used to have that social anxiety problem. So my first idea was to create a, let's call it a social media app for people with social anxiety, where the whole purpose was to enable people who are, let's say, afraid of speaking to strangers to allow them and create a safe space for them to communicate with each other. Fast forward 2 years later, I was still working on that idea. And this is actually at a social event. I accidentally stumbled upon some mysterious stranger who I got to talk to. He was a very nice person. And just 3 months later, he turned out to invest a big amount of money into my social media app idea. So that's how it all got started. And here I'm gonna make a very short. I'm gonna deviate a bit from the subject, and I'm gonna say that it's really important since the whole COVID situation. Everyone's online. What I want to stress is the fact that it's extremely important to network with people. Imagine if I kept going there, kept going to anything online and not putting myself out there, I never would have met this allowed me to be where I am today. So that's going to be the first lesson out of my STEM speech, to always network with people, because you have no idea who you are sitting at the table with. You have no idea who you are walking by. And putting yourself in as many situations as possible allows you to create a powerful network who, in the future, you can build a lot of beautiful things. Back to my story. We started building this social media app for people with social anxiety. And then what we did is this stranger, I'm not gonna give him his name because he's kind of private about it. Let's call him Andrew. So Andrew and I had a talk with a very famous psychologist from Norway about this idea specifically. And what we got as feedback is that it was good, but it was for a in the process. And what we have started doing is we took his feedback, which was to build a tool that allows psychologists to treat these kind of people. So instead of focusing on the general mass, on the general public, let's say on people that used to be just like me, or actually people that are as I used to be, we would focus on the mental health experts and allow them to treat these people with better outcomes. Because let's face it, you learn a lot better, doing an analogy, learn a lot better from a teacher than you would learn by doing an online course. When someone is there and he cares about you, he wants you to improve, that's obviously very helpful to you compared to learning on your own. Excuse. Cool. Sorry about that. Yeah, back to where I was. We started or changed our focus on this psychologist tool. Now, what we try to do with this tool is we enable therapists to treat more clients with better outcome. And how do we want to do that? Well, we've created this tool which is user-friendly, and we provide a lot of, let's say, it's called in IT terms asynchronous communication. What does this mean? It means that you have a synchronous communication, which is face-to-face, for instance, in a therapy session. That's when the therapist speaks to their client, and that's where the whole, let's say, essence of the therapy comes from, that social bond. And then you have the period of time between therapy sessions, and that is called asynchronous. Does right now is it makes this whole interaction between therapist and client during this asynchronous period, it makes it much easier. And the way you have implemented it so far is with notifications that clients receive about upcoming therapy sessions, homework that they have to do for the next sessions, meetings, online meetings, online links for the online therapy sessions. So what we have tried to do is move as much stress away from the psychologist onto our app. And now we might wonder, okay, why would a psychologist not just use Google Calendar? Why wouldn't they use Google Docs? Why wouldn't they use any other online solution? Well, the answer is very simple, but it can be very complicated. But in simple words, it's data security. Now, for all the guests, as a therapist, you have to sign a NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, with every client that you have. What this does, it prevents you as a therapist from spreading around all of the information that you receive from your clients. And unfortunately, most of the online tools, actually not unfortunately, they're not built for this, right? They are built to collect data and to try to make the user experience as best as possible. And you can only do that if you collect data and you store that data in order to do this. Now, for the mental health space, that's obviously not a good choice. You want to limit the data collection as much as possible, and you want to make sure that that data is safe. So in case of a data breach, that's obviously a very, very big problem if you're in the mental health space, because first the therapist breaks the NDA, obviously because they have input the documents and then suddenly they get leaked. Problem for let's take it general. It's a very big problem for all companies. Whenever you hear that the NASA database has been broken, everyone for some reason seems a bit paranoid about internet security. Now imagine if that happens with your Google Calendar, with your online tool that is not designed to keep this data encrypted and to keep them as safe as possible. That would be one reason why most people would choose a professional tool. And here I'm not just talking about Vasonim, the company which I represent. I'm talking about in general. And this would take me to the second advice, or let's call it advice, which I have for this STEM session. And it would be to always try to find your scope or the purpose that you're trying to achieve, and try to find, if it exists, a tool that does exactly that. Because it's all the terms and conditions of all the other apps that you use. And you might find, if you don't read it, you're not going to find it. If you want to read it, you might find some things which cause a conflict of interest with what you're trying to do. And what I said earlier about this whole data privacy situation in the mental health space, that's the perfect example of something like this. So just to go at it again, the second advice would be to always try to look for an app or a tool that is designed for what you need. Now, what I should cover, or what I want to cover when I move on, is a topic which is more sensitive. So there's a lot of people among us which have obviously, which go through trouble. A lot of people need someone to talk to. Been through this. We all had that one friend who asked for advice, gave you that advice, and then it all blew up in your face. So imagine that scenario, but with a very, very big problem that you have. Where am I trying to get to is that whenever you have any issues or you face any trouble, you need to seek help from professionals. I shall be excused once again for 5 seconds. Yeah, so what I
thank you so much for your
so let me just wrap this up in 1 minute. So always try to seek mental health help from experts, especially if you're going through something. And our app does exactly that. Just go on vasonim.com/find-therapist. You can complete our form and you'll find the best fit of a therapist for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your innovative speech.
guests, last but not least, for this STEM conference, please give a warm welcome to Mishka Chetty, connecting from the United Kingdom, who will be sparking our curiosity by giving us a speech titled iWise and the Impact of Olympiads and Exhibitions on Global Education. Without further ado, Mishka Chetty will now take the stage.
Hello, are you talking to us? So we can't hear you. You are muted now.
So hello everyone, I'm Annelise and I'm here today with my teammate Alexandru, and we are representing the NWERA Association in the Department of YouTube, and today we invited you to our STEM conference, so you may start now.
Okay, so good morning everyone. I would like to express my heartfelt appreciation to the Isseer competition for extending iWise this invitation to speak today. It is an honor to be here among such distinguished individuals, and I'm eager to share with you the exceptional benefits of exhibitions of invention, innovation, and creativity. I would also like to express my gratitude to the NWERA Association for organizing this outstanding event and for the warm welcome extended to iWise. Today, I have the privilege of discussing iWise, an international project Olympiad designed for innovative students aged 10 to 21 years old. Our mission at iWise is to discover, promote, and recognize new talent from around the world by fostering a spirit of healthy competition that inspires excellence and unlocks potential.
Recording in progress.
Innovation is the cornerstone of progress and development. We believe every individual has something to offer. To ensure inclusivity, we created a platform with a diverse range of categories, including art, talent, and STEM. With over 20 subcategories available, this diversity makes the iWise experience truly unique, and it encourages students to explore and develop their interests in various fields. Participating in Olympiads and exhibitions fosters healthy competition and facilitates international collaboration and cultural exchange. It allows students from different countries and backgrounds to come together and learn from each other and share their perspectives. At iWise, we are committed to unifying students across different disciplines, developing moral and ethical values, and encouraging international networking among like-minded individuals. Our platform offers participants the opportunity to showcase their knowledge, skills, and creativity on a global stage, helping them gain recognition and confidence. We have two rounds, a national final and a global final. Our national final is an online preliminary round for our global final exhibition. To qualify for the global final exhibition, all participants must achieve 60% and above in the national final, which ensures that only the best and brightest make it to our global platform. At iWise, we take pride in being a unique platform for young innovators, and we believe we stand out from other innovative platforms for several reasons. Firstly, we are committed to ensuring that all participants feel welcome and valued, regardless of their background, culture, or level of experience. We strive to promote inclusivity and diversity as we believe that everyone has something to offer, and each participant brings a unique perspective to their competition. We want to create a supportive environment that encourages everyone to unleash their potential and achieve their goals. Secondly, our platform provides a unique opportunity for students to showcase their talent and creativity on a global stage. By participating in iWise, young innovators can gain recognition and confidence, and their achievements can be celebrated worldwide. This exposure can open new doors for them and inspire them to continue pursuing their passions, ultimately leading them to a brighter future for themselves and their communities. Finally, at iWise, we believe that education, innovation, and cultural understanding are essential contributors to global development. By promoting these values, we hope to empower young people to make positive changes in the world and contribute to a more sustainable, equitable, and prosperous future for all. We believe that by fostering these values, we can help create a better world for future generations. Our commitment to inclusivity, providing a unique global platform for young innovators to showcase their talent, and promoting education, innovation, and cultural understanding make iWise a standout platform that can have a significant impact on global education and innovation. In conclusion, iWise is a unique opportunity for participants to unleash their true potential and showcase their talent on a global stage. If you are interested in learning more about each category, please visit our website at www.iwise.org. Thank you so much for your time, and we look forward to seeing you in London. I would like to conclude by playing a short iWise video. Thank you so much for your time.
Sorry for interrupting you, but we cannot hear the presentation sound.
Mishka, could you please restart it?
The video.
Yes, could you please restart the video? And double check that the voice is working as well.
Walk right in, all you sinners and saints. Tonight's the night, we're gonna take off these chains. Some move, we'll mend, we'll mend. It came with a warning, now we're all out of time. This romance with ignorance has left us behind. Sit back, relax, begin. It's too early for surrender, too late for a prayer. We can't go to hell if we're already there. We say the end is coming and I need to prepare. We can't go to hell if we're already there.
Thank you guys to give us this opportunity to introduce the iWise Olympiads to you guys, and hope to see you all in London. And I believe that you guys are gonna have really, really very fun and awesome trips in London.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Have a
thank
nice-
you. Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Recording stopped.
participants, colleagues, and friends, as we come to the end of this exceptional event, I'd like to express my sincere gratitude to everyone who has contributed to its success. Your passion and dedication have made this gathering a stimulating and rewarding experience. As we part ways, let us carry the spirit of curiosity and collaboration with us, using the insights we've gained here to make an even greater impact in our fields. We hope to see you again on our next gathering, and until then, may you continue to inspire and be inspired in your pursuit of knowledge. Safe travels and take care. A great pleasure to
I want to thank all the participants for participating at our STEM conference. First of all, I want to thank to Representative Christina Costescu from Virgil Madgearu National College, then for Mahmoud Galal and Nada Ratkovic, last Radu Boya, and last but not least, our partner Mishka Chetty for participating to our STEM conference. See you soon.